Rental karts versus professional karts. What are the key differences? Number one is the engine. A typical rental kart will have a 4-stroke 9 horsepower engine with a top speed of 80 kilometers an hour, whereas a professional kart, like a Rotax Senior, is a 2-stroke engine with 30 horsepower and a top speed of 140 kilometers an hour. And that brings me on to the second difference, which is in braking and accelerating. In a rental kart, you don't have a powerful engine, so momentum is key. That means you need to keep your revs high when cornering. So it's advised to brake hard for a short period early in the corner. And this transfers weight to the front of the kart, which helps you induce rotation. So once the rear steps out a little, come off the brake and apply some gas. But remember, not too much and not too quickly. Give it 50% gas before the apex. And once you feel the kart has a grip and won't slide a lot, then foot down 100% to maximize your exit speed. A Rotax Senior, on the other hand, is a powerful engine, and it's paired with a lightweight professional kart chassis, so you can gain lap time by braking late and carrying the brakes into the corner, going for that traditional trail braking technique. Release the brakes close to the apex before transitioning smoothly onto the gas. Just be wary not to overdrive, for example braking too late or even sliding, because this will drop the revs too much, causing you to bog down on corner exit. And this brings me on to the third difference, which is driving style. In rental karts, you'll be driving a diverse set of karts, to put it nicely. Some karts will have terrible handling on the left-hand corners, which means you need to lean more to the outside and steer more aggressively to help turn the car. Other karts will have bad straight line speed, which means some of your braking points can be converted into lifting points. The point is, as a rental kart driver, you've got to adapt to the kart you've been given. And because the chassis is a lot heavier, you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with your movements in the kart. In a professional kart, it's the opposite. Remember, you're driving a lightweight chassis with a very powerful engine, so you've got to prioritize silky smooth movements and a composed driving style, especially when you're on fresh tires. That's when you'll have maximum grip, and it's almost like driving the kart on rails. And this makes driving way more physically demanding. Through the corners, you'll feel the G-forces immensely, especially through your neck and core. So the question is, are you going to resist the force, or are you going to give in and go with the flow, making your body all floppy? No, you've got to resist the force and keep a neutral body position when cornering. This helps keep the car planted and gives you better control. Otherwise, if you lean out too much in these karts, you're going to grip roll. Driving rental karts or professional karts are both beneficial, as they'll teach you important skills you need as a driver. For example, rental karts teach you to adapt and understand the characteristics of any given kart, and in that moment, you need to drive to the best of your ability, extracting everything you can out of that car. And only through experience will you get better at doing that. Professional karts teach you to become a disciplined driver. Everything from taking care of your car and then setting it up. And when you race, one stupid move punishes you and damages your car, so you're unlikely to do that again. If you want to know how to start karting, make sure to download my free Go Karting ebook, which covers everything you need to know about karting from A to Z. Let us know in the comments what differences you found between rental karts and professional karts. But until the next video, guys, I'll see you next time.